send out the true information to counterattack the false narrative. Immigration, there is a lot of interest. Everybody benefit from it, one way or the other. From the lawyers, when people are scared, they give you whatever you ask them. To landlord, to simple friend, where you can go. Because with this guy that is coming in, whoever know that okay, my address is this place that it is on the file, they won't move from there. The anxiety is there. But I don't think so if it was is good for the New York City. I don't know what is good for the country either. Even if you want to do things, do it openly and fairly, humanly. Which, as far as I know of, which I know less, I can admit that that's not the case. They're just letting everybody say whatever they want to say. Nobody knows what tomorrow will bring regarding the immigration. This is now is really shameful for the country. It's shameful for the state. That's my one opinion. I'm sorry, it has nothing to do with the board if I say something. But I feel like we can do better than that. I'm citizen of this country. I can say what I think about it. People can do better than that. It doesn't matter of the administration. They can do whatever they suited to do, what they were elected to do. But let's do it in a better way than this confusion and up and down that nobody knows what's going on. Thank you very much.
Thank you, fellow board members, my brother Isaac. I just want to thank you for your idea, your thoughts, and your views. Sometime I think myself, I was walking that day and I was reading a sign. The sign say our president, Mr. John F. Kennedy, think what you can do for your country, not the country can give it. It's not the right way, but it was stated that try to contribute from your side, how you can contribute to your country, your society, your community. There's we are all here. What you can do, how we can improve the life, how we can improve the status, how we can improve the livelihood of our people. So I believe with the other stakeholders like our elected officials, our board office, as they are working, we will be on the same page, even new administration, but we will work together and we can make a significant change in the life of migrant community. And it is our promise to help the people who are in very much in need of the way they are with our limited resource, like Brother Isa mentioned that we have a very limited resources, but together we can make a significant change in the life of the needy people. So we will work together, and it is the commitment we have in our mind to help the community as a board. Thank you, Mas, Mr. DM. Do you have any other things that you want to mention in this committee today?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So this would remind our watchers and the people on the board that we are going to be hosting our committee on public and transitional housing is meeting with the invited the administration on the 27th of this month at Lincoln Hospital to join us for a special hearing meeting about a conference discussion about the planned Mott Haven siting for the 2,200 single adult facility for migrants here in Mott Haven. So we're asking the administration, the Adams administration, to come before the board to do a comprehensive presentation. We have also invited elected officials to also present and to give comment. And we also have open comments from the community to be able to testify here 6 p.m. at Lincoln Hospital in the auditorium here. Danny Barber is the committee chair, and so him and his team, we have invited all community and the community board members. So it's open to the public. It's not a closed meeting for everyone to be able to hear in detail and comprehensively what the administration plans to do in order to site this facility. We are hope that we'll get a final confirmation and before board members before the 27th. And so please make sure if you are interested in learning more about what that facility will mean, what the resources will be for our community, what are the benefit agreements for our brothers and sisters who are going to be in the facility, or what kind of services they're going to be getting, um, and what impact that will mean for our community. And so this conversation is for us to all to hear about the commitment that the administration is going to be making for um, our community and for our brothers and sisters who are going to be living in that facility to make sure that they have access to resources and services also while they're there. So please come, listen, learn, ask questions. And right now, there's no information that we have because that is only thing we know right now is the likely size of the facility and that it is planned to come here to our district. Anything else, I leave it to the administration to be able to provide that information. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Oh, and that our offices is all the other committee meetings are being held here on the Tuesday the 21st. We have Health and Human Services, and all the committee meetings for the foreseeable future will be here in Lincoln Hospital in this conference room. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. District Manager, sir. Thank you for the information and give us the heads up. That's what is the plan, is next plan, what we're going to do, our subcommittees meeting, and also the full board meeting probably would be 27th January.
No, the full board meeting is on the 30th, the last Thursday of each month, and for the month of January, the last Thursday is on the 30th at 6 o'clock for the full general board meeting.
Again, I want to mention like 27th of January, the public hearing meeting. I would say each and every one to be there, ask questions, learn more what's going on, what's going to happen next one what happen. So please try to be there on time and get ready for your questions to know what is going on for the migrant people. Anyway, if all of you or any of you has any questions, concern regarding our committee meeting or our full plan or our plan ahead, you can mention it here as a, like a old businesses. And also, if you have anything in the new businesses, we can discuss about it. This is the floor for or the opportunity about the old businesses at the same time any new businesses as well.
I have a question, Anthony, if you don't mind, just for clarification. Regarding the 27 meeting, the city wanna build a facility as a detention or as a housing or for the immigrant? I didn't
So
get it.
so my understanding of it is that it's not of course not a detention, but what it is they have closed many of the migrant facilities, shelters throughout the city, and the closing of those facilities is and if our brothers and sisters have not found under the asylum definition, have not found family or other people while they are going through the process, then there's going to be access to shelter, and this will be for the single adults facility. Is going to be likely here in the Bronx. So it is my understanding. It was reported and that it is going to be a single male adult facility. But again, we do not have the comprehensive presentation officially from the city. Um, the city has not communicated with us and this and looking for a site. We learned about it on the news just like everyone else did. And so whatever the city does decide to use for a site and where the location is of that site and everything else, that they will discuss it um, at the meeting on the 27th here in the auditorium, and for the Committee of Public and Transitional Housing. Um, So, and other FYI, Mr. Chairman, we are closed on Monday. That is Martin Luther King holiday, and then, like I said, the Committee on Health and Human Services will meet here, here on the 21st. So, to answer your question, it's not a detention facility. It is a temporary housing transitional facility or shelter.
So that, okay, let me just ask a small question, just to reiterate what you're saying. This is a shelter that's in the plan to build, it's supposed to be a shelter for men?
That is was reported in the
I read something
in the
about it in the
press,
news too, yeah.
but we have not received final word or any word
Mhm.
from the city of New York, and we have the invitation has been shared. We believe that they are preparing a comprehensive presentation. We believe that also with that presentation that they are going to provide also to understand what resources are there. And we reached out to also to elected officials and asked them to join at this meeting, so they may hear the committee, the communities, and everyone's concerns about of the first is the lack of communication that has happened in the interim putting this facility, a plan to place this facility in our district, and we are interested and eager to learn about what that's going to mean, like what type of services are going to be there. Are there going to be what kind of opportunities are available to the community to ensure that a facility that size, because it is 2,200 bed, is a large facility. We all know that the larger facilities were in certain places like Randall's Island, Roosevelt, and other places, and those all have, of my understanding, had concerns also, and so we hope that the city has, not knowing those concerns, hearing the concerns from those communities where when they were placed in those other communities, will come with a comprehensive plan to show how we should not have similar concerns here in our district. We know that in our district that we are having the highest concentration of hotels that have or shelters, period, migrant and family, regular Americans, family shelters, and so that has interrupted the commerce of and economic development of our of people being able to have access to hotel and here, like for example, we understand that in case of a fire, the Red Cross cannot place families who had fire, understandably, in the Bronx. The hotels that usually have those rooms did not have space available. They had to go into other boroughs, displacing these families even more, not only from their residents but from their communities. And so kids have to travel to go to school and everything else. And when there's a fire, it is can be for an undetermined amount of time where the people are displaced from their homes. We understand and also that there are other concerns that were expressed, and I'll leave it to those leaders to be able to express those concerns. But also that there is, and we want to make sure that our brothers and sisters, while they're there, they have opportunities for training, economic development, for job, workforce development, access to all those things and resources. It's a large facility. Make sure that they are safe, because being in such a large facility too, you don't know how you can move around and so on. So we want to learn more about how the administration plans to put us anything that size into a community, that it has the ability to be able to be safe, to be productive, to have programming and be well. Because again, this is our committee is one of the first committees that has ever done that, ever did about immigration, and so that's why Danny Barber, the chair of the shelter or the public and traditional housing committee, asked that this committee joins him on Monday, because he will wants our perspective from this committee and his committee to hear from the administration to make sure firsthand that they have our brothers and sisters' best interests in mind, has the community best interest in mind also. So I hope I answered your question. So it's not detention; it is a shelter, but that's we like you. We only know we read in the press. We have not talked to anyone in the administration this far about what this facility will be.
Thank you, dear
Thank
sir.
you very much.
Appreciate the answer you gave it. All I want to say, 27 up there, very crucial, very important for all of us, even for our. So all the members, whoever is the board or not even in the board, the public sector, please join us in the Lincoln Auditorium and put your thoughts, views, ideas, ask questions, and make a significant difference. There, let's put the word to the public and our board members. So mass participation make a big difference, make a change in our community, in our migrant society. The last thing I want to mention, do you all have any new businesses or
Well, that's really just about in the beginning when I spoke about the immigrant situation in general. You know, the New York Immigrant Coalition.
Yeah.
I am thinking of inviting them to come and get permit meetings. The Bronx Immigration Partnership, I think, would also be very interested in coming and sharing with us some info. And like I said, my plan is in the future, maybe we can have some kind of an immigration forum to give these people the type of resources and make them aware of things that they can do, that without them to be afraid. That there's a lot of fear out there, okay? So that's the main thing that I think our goal is in this immigration committee, okay?
thank you, actually. In regards to your opinion, I keep it as for district manager and put some resources, some interested partners who are interested to join with us with their resources. Legal, one of them. Bronze defender is another one. And must know. So we will bring them to a committee meeting. We like to learn from them and we will deliver their services along with them. That is a much better idea. And
Yes.
we will work together in upcoming days, upcoming weeks. That's all we have in our mind. So unless we don't have anything, any new business, can I ask for a motion to adjourn today's immigration committee's meeting?
Me?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
please, so.
yes, to adjourn.
Yeah,
I second it.
yeah.
I second it. Okay.
Mr. Diamond, the meeting is adjourned today because we got finalized and we have to close the meeting right now.
Very good.
Thank you all for your participation.
Um, Thank you. Thank you, Chair.